All right, this is a test. This is a test to see how this camera handles when I'm rollerblading. I never rollerblade with the camera. You can see I got my speed skates on. There they are. There's my sexy legs. And I have never rollerbladed with this camera in my hand. So we'll see how it goes. I want to see how the gimbal reacts. So, because then maybe we'll do some rollerblading streams or videos or whatever. So I'm only doing half of the path on the camera. I already did the first half. So now we're gonna do the smooth half. I'm also not going to skate my normal stride, which is a speed skating stride. I am a speed skater. So if you ever watch the Olympics, that's how I skate. You can't do that with the camera. I have to have one arm steady, which means I only get the other arm is free for balance. It's kind of an awkward feeling too, because usually if I don't swing my arms are usually behind my back or they're at their side. So I have one arm up. It's my left hand. That's where the camera is. And my right arm is just, I guess, using as counterbalance. I might seem like I'm going a little fast, but this is actually slow for me. I've been known to beat some bikers down here. I can race faster than some bikers. Should I take the bike lane, or we're gonna stay in the pedestrian lane. Doing a little bit of skating here. So yeah, we'll just be going to the pier. This is only about a 2 and a quarter mile skate. Shouldn't be a long one. Obviously I'm not walking or skating, it's faster. If anybody wants to know how long I've been skating, since I was a kid. I was a roller skater in the 80s. Back in the 80s we had we used roller skates. We didn't have rollerblades yet. Funny story, my father, when I was a kid, took me to the Javits Convention Center. They had the Technology of the Future convention back then. And this is back in the early 80s. I was 10 years old. And two of the things that were on display for the future were, you ready for this? Rollerblades and CD-ROMs. So yeah, CD-ROMs weren't even out yet. I mean, hard drives weren't even, we were still using, when I was a kid, we were still using floppies. We were still using floppy disks. I'll point the camera down so you guys could see the type of strides I'm taking. I'm taking very slow, like very leisurely, like ice skating kind of, like the way you would ice skate at Rockefeller Center and stuff. So I said I've been skating since I was a kid. I had roller skates, and I did ice skate a little. I played some hockey, and I didn't really start rollerblading, believe it or not, until I was a teenager. That was in the 90s. I was so used to being on skates. I think the one thing that people ask is, what is the difference between being on skates, being on rollerblades, and being on ice skates? Well, I'll give you the ice skates and the rollerblades first. That's easy. They pretty much feel the same. But if you've ever rollerbladed in a street, on a wet, slick street in the rain, kind of feels like ice skating. Also, ice skating kind of feels it kind of feels like you're not skating on wheels. Obviously, you're not skating on wheels. What I'm trying to say is, when you're balanced on wheels, you can feel it. Whereas on ice skates, it feels like you're kind of skiing in a way. It's like weird. It's a weird feeling. The difference between roller skates and rollerblades, there is a difference. Mostly a control feeling. Sorry if you guys hear winds in the camera. I'm not using a windscreen. I'm using the, this is only a test just to see how this comes out, but this is the onboard mic. So, all right, let's go a little faster. Now, I'm using speed skate rollerblades, so they are 3 wheels on each, and the boots are pretty low. I think, you know, if you go back and look at the video, like, you'll see like what kind of skates I'm using. They're low cut, kind of like ice skates. They don't have like big boots, and that usually can be a problem for people that have never used these kind of skates. It hurts. It definitely hurts. Like, my feet are kind of cramped up right now. All right, where are we? 92nd Street. So we are moving along. We got one more overpass, and then the pier. And I forgot to show you guys a view of the water. There we go. I'll kind of show you how fast I'm going. I'll get right next to the fence. I'm moving pretty fast. Oh, there's a pothole here. Hold on. All right, here we go. Now, if I do, I'm gonna be honest, if I do like skate videos, I'm gonna get another pair of rollerblades. I'll get some recreational boot skates, because these are too fast. These are dangerous in the street, and I can't be carrying a camera if I'm gonna ride in the street. And I'll be honest, I don't use these skates in the street. They're very fast, you know. I mean, I could do it. I mean, I've been skating in the streets since I was a kid, but it's just, you know, these skates are really fast. I don't feel comfortable skating knowing that there's no brake. There's no brake on these skates. I don't use brakes anyway, but it's especially harder to stop these skates. It's a nice day. It is very, it's not, I was going to say very cool. It's very nice. It's only in the mid-70s today. That's one of the reasons why I threw skates on, because that's another thing. These skates will give you blisters if you're sweating too much. I'm wearing 2 pairs of socks on each foot. And the way I do it is I wear the sock that's on my foot. I wear it inside out because that side is smoother. The outer side of the sock is smoother. And then I put a sock over that, regular, and I do that for the other foot. And that's how it's pretty much how I set my feet up for skating like this. Now, if I'm skating with boot skates, it's a different story. I could just use 1 pair of socks. Think he caught something? I caught like a little baby fish. It is, like I said, mid-70s, low humidity, clouds and sun, and it is just about 12 o'clock. It's just about noon. I'm going a little fast right now. Give you a speed check. This isn't even as fast as I go. This is my cruising speed. Well, right now I'm looking at the camera. It looks pretty stable. It might be more stable than when I walk. I'll tell you, my feet are hurting right now. This is the first time I'm on these speed skates since spring, so my feet have to get used to them again. So I take obviously my sneakers are in my backpack, so I don't have to skate back. I go walk back, which I might do. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm only taking you guys to the pier, which is right in front of us. We've only been skating 11, 12 minutes. So by the time we get to the pier, that's 2.25 plus you figure about a half mile on the pier. Not, I don't think the pier is a half mile long. It's more like a quarter mile. So it's like 2.5 miles. I guess if you're watching this, I'm watching this too, because I have to see how everything sounds and everything, and then I will adjust. I'm pretty sure the one thing is possibly the wind coming in the mic. All right, I'm gonna take longer strides now. So I'm getting towards the end. Now when I get to up here, I gotta slow up because I gotta turn, and that's another thing about speed skates. They wanna go straight. Another reason why I don't like using these in the street. It's like almost like skis. You know, if you've ever skied, you know what I'm talking about. It's, you know, you have to really dig in to turn. The asphalt down here needs to be repaved in a lot of spots, like right now. This is horrible. Down by where I live, Bay 8th Street, oh, it's horrible. The asphalt is bad. It hurts. That's why I didn't even start recording at that point. Because I was just too busy trying to like get my feet used to the skates again. I'll show you guys how I have to slow down in a second. So when I slow down, this is how I slow down. I'll do that. All right, I'm gonna do this slow because like I said, I got a camera in my hand. And these things wanna go, so like, I wanna go on a pier, but this wants to go into the water pollution control center in front of us. So I'm gonna take a wide turn like a truck. I can't even turn on these, man. It's like, jeez. The way you turn on these, if you've ever seen speed skating, is crossovers. That's how I normally turn. Let me see if I could. I'm going a little slow for crossovers, but you know, like this. It's too slow for crossovers, though. All right, here's a view of the city. You guys have seen this. We've been here before. Oh, my feet are really hurting. Last time I was in these was in April, so yeah. What I'll do is I will stop at the ends there. Sorry guys, so look. I can't see what the camera says. Very hard to see because of the brightness, but I think it's like 16 minutes of skating. Hope you guys enjoyed this little skate. It's now Skate Warrior. There we go. It looks like we got a ferry ready to leave. But I'm gonna cut the footage now, and I am going to wish you guys a good day. Hope everything's going good with everybody. Of course, it's still a walk-in channel, don't worry. But yeah, we'll probably do more skates in the future, but I gotta test and see how this video came out. Anyway, here is a view of the Verrazano out there, and that's that. So all right everyone, take care, and I will catch you all on the next one. So bye bye.